let's plan it out. We have our Hoya Rebecca. What else turns red? This is Hoya Walliniana UT152. Really cute. Because both of these kind of sunstress the same color, I'm gonna put them in probably away from each other. So I have another red one, the sunstress about the same color. So we're gonna put that in the middle, black and black. This one sunstress is a lot stronger than this one, and the leaves are a lot bigger. So we're gonna go ahead and put the silver black right here, and then we're gonna put the regular black long leaves right here. We have a Rosita, so Rosita would look really good against this silver right here, because if I put it next to the black, I think it's going to blend together, as you can see right there. So we'll go ahead and put that next to the silver. We got Bilobata, and the closest one to Bilobata from all my cuttings would be VL9. So we're gonna make sure that these two are also away from each other. Let's go ahead and put the Suma so that we have a little bit of varying colors there. In between the Rosita and the Bilobata, let's go ahead and put that guy there. This one's just gonna look so cool. So we'll just put this right here because it's gonna give me a really good texture right here. I think this guy, let's go ahead and separate it, one on each end, because I think this grows a little bit funky. So one on each end to tie that up, and the last one would be this guy. We have the texture right here from Insularis, so I think I'll put it up right here. So yeah, let's get started. So what we want to do is grab our rooting hormone. Let's put some on the lid. Okay, normally I would cut multiple nodes, but this vine right here is still a baby. The chance of survival is probably not going to be too great, so we'll just keep it as one piece. Let's go ahead and dip this right here. And now, there we go. We're gonna keep that guy there. And I'm actually gonna grab a couple of these pins just because it feels like it's not overly safe. I'm gonna use it inside right here to hold it together, and you won't be able to see it. Pin this down again, just so I have a better chance of rooting it. And it doesn't have to stay there. That pin's gonna go away later. Next up, we have this beautiful cutting of Rebecca. I don't need this many leaves, especially Rebecca grows really fast. Let's just do 2 cutting. No, let's do 3. So I don't want to put it directly above this one because I don't want to cover this up. So let's go ahead and put this guy up here. You don't have to lay them out properly yet. You don't have to lay them like this, especially if I want my plants to trail that way, because that's not your priority right now. Your priority is to root these cuttings. So what you would want to do is just make sure that they're stable where you put them. So this one's gonna look good like this. And then the last cutting, I'll put it right here. Next, we have this Lacinosa longleaf black. Look where I'm going to cut it. So I have a node right here. This is the end of the stem. So this is where we're gonna want to cut it. Now I want to cut it right here instead of over here, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this under the plastic itself to hold it, because we are gonna grow roots from over here and leaves from over here as well. We're gonna put that like this, so we have more chances of rooting that guy. And because it's lifting, let's just go ahead and pin it down. It's a temporary pin. Let's go ahead and make a couple more cuttings. Let's go ahead and put it this way, and then this one go ahead and put this way. And I just use the open spots to hold it together so that I don't have to use the pin. Our next one would be this Sula. It all depends on how many cuttings you want to put there. And although it does look a little bit scraggly and there's not a lot of things going on, you have to think about the future. You don't want to compact them now, because what's going to happen is once they start growing, they're not going to have enough space to grow because you've already put too many cuttings. So you actually don't want to put too many. This one can stack up so it can be underneath the same kind, because they're going to be trailing next to each other and they're going to be the same variety anyway. This one's our VL9, and let me see if I can put this guy underneath right here so that it can hold itself up. Oh, she looking cute. We're gonna put our Insularis right here. Look at that difference. Right, that's gonna look so cute. So you got red, you got long leaves, and then you got cute chubby leaves. Let's go ahead and leave it like that, and let's go ahead and put it underneath the plastic. to hold it together. Next, this cutting that I'm really hoping it's gonna root for me. What also you would want to do when you're propagating your plants here is you don't want to put them on the bottom, because what you're going to want to do is you want to put them on top, because these are all trailing. So I guess it depends. So the ones that I chose are all trailing Hoyas. I don't want to put them on the bottom unless I have multiple like this one. But if I only have one like this, I don't want to put it in the bottom, because what's going to happen is it's going to grow and then it's going to trail. When it trails, I do want to be able to pin it down over here so that I can root some of that stem right here. So I have the insurance of it, just in case the top root fails, then I know that I still have roots that's going to be able to support the plant. So from here down there, if you start rooting them right here and they start trailing down there, you're going to have a bare area right here. And don't get me wrong, the new leaves can still grow up and you can still loop it up, pin it down, like air layer in. Once it's rooted, chop it, but too much extra work. Why not do it right the first time? So bilobata, I'm gonna put it a little bit down here because I have multiple cuttings like that. Make sure that you know your cuttings very well and how they grow. Is it necessary? Not really, but it's going to help you pre-plan your moss pole. Next up is this cutie pie. Let's go ahead and put this guy up here. Next guy, a little bit right here. Now, I should have gotten multiple cuttings of these, but actually I can cut this one. Oh, that's gonna look so cute. So let's go ahead and put it sideways, and then this guy goes right here. There we go. Let's do 2 cuttings for this one. I already know what's gonna be my possible problem with this. I think I didn't give enough space on this side as much as I did on the other side because I'm running low on space. But that's all right. That's okay. Second to the last one would be our Waliniana. Like I said, this grows so much. Let's go ahead and pin this beauty down and pin this beauty down. Okay, let's hope that this guy is not overly rooted because this is not a cutting. Let's go ahead and bare root this guy. Oh, okay. It's not too bad. I'm sorry, please don't die on me. Oh my gosh, my heart's breaking for doing this. Okay, let's put this guy up here. That's not gonna be good. So I'll go ahead and cut this guy. Just because of the nature of this specific plant. See if I can just shove this in there. It does look like it's a little bit established. If I lose some roots, as long as I don't lose all of them, it'll be all right. Root trimming is an actual thing. When you trim roots, just like when you trim your Hoyas, they tend to put out more shoots from old growth and they tend to be bushier. So it's the same thing with roots. So if I lose a couple of roots, I think I'll be all right. But who knows, right? I'll update you guys if this guy doesn't make it. All right. So there you have it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the date for today. Then I'm going to write October 1st, 2023. And the reason why I do this is I'm keeping track of how fast the plants are growing. And also, I do love looking back and seeing when things are propagated, just so I can make future decisions later on in terms of propagating, when to propagate, depending on the season and all that stuff. Typically, I would also put the name of the plants, but I have this video to refer to later on. So if I forget the name of the plants, which is, these are very specific plants that I picked, and these are the ones that I really love. So I'm really hopeful that I don't get some amnesia in the next, I don't know, year or so, and I'll still remember which one's which, and yeah, go from there. Just gonna stick this guy maybe in the back right here, and this is our moss pole. I hope this turns out okay. I'm gonna give you guys an update once these guys start rooting or how well this is going. Probably in a couple months. It's going to slow down because it is going to be winter soon, and although these plants are in a greenhouse, we don't get enough light, we don't supply artificial light, so they still slow down even though everything is controlled here. Once you're done with this, you don't want to water it every day. You're gonna want to make sure the top is moist, but other than that, you don't really have to soak it. If you are in a grow tent, you're probably not gonna want to water it all the time because it's gonna stay moist a little longer than if you were to just put it on your kitchen counter. But as for me, I'm gonna put it in between these mama plants right here. So it doesn't get direct sun, but it still receives plenty of light. It's gonna stay there. And all of these plants right here are actually on a drip system. We don't have to water in this area all the time, so I'll be able to control how much water that guy receives. So yeah, it's very well hidden. So yeah, this is gonna look so cute, I think. Are you planning on making your own? Let me know, and let me know what plants you're trying to put in there, because I would love to see it. If you guys are following us on Instagram, I would also love to see you guys' setup and what you're growing and the challenges that you feel like you're facing or you're going to face, and let's chat about it, because I love talking about plants. If you guys enjoy this, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Share it with your friends and family, and let's chat about plants, because this is very exciting. Now that I have put a different type of medium and I have learned, hopefully, from my past mistake, hopefully this is going to be a lot more successful, and I'll keep you guys posted. So I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.